Gonna do some little work on the old Nova. She's gonna get some LED halo badass headlights. I guess I'll get started on it while I'm smoking the pork butt. Let's go, baby. One thing about these old cars, they made them a lot alike. I've done quite a few of these. This is gonna be my 4th set. Just some Amazon Jeep cheapy headlights. You just download the app, and these things fit right in. Oh. Okay, I guess that's plugged in. They'll fit right in that bucket, real nice and pretty like. I'm gonna show you how to hook them up too. Step 1, you got this plug, and then you got the plug that goes into your headlights, your new ones, LEDs. So this is for the Jeep plug. You're just gonna take that, get rid of that, no longer applied. You can just chuck that somewhere else. So you got all these instructions, and basically the only thing you're really gonna have to focus on is this H4 adapter. So we cut the adapter part off it, so it's just an H4. So hell with those instructions. So your black wire is your ground, your blue wire is your bright light, and your white wire is your standard headlight. So I got these 2 power wires. It's going to be sent to my headlights, and then I just gotta tape all these up, and that'll be done. Simple. It's 3 wires. I'm running my 2 wires. The red wire is going to be my bright light, and the white wire is going to be my just regular running light, and then my black wire is going to be my ground wire, which I got separate ground wires from the old headlights. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook these up. Highly recommending staggering your butt connectors so they can all fit in the loop. So we got this little female connector right here, and that's gonna go jump to that one, and then it's gonna run down to a fuse. So you gotta go ahead and run that in and go ahead and zip tie, because the wire is a little short, especially for a Nova. It's supposed to be for a Jeep, of course, but you're gonna run that back in just like all my wires. These are my 2 runs. Ran that along the core support. So the one downfall to using these Amazon Jeep lights is that you do gotta cut your bucket out. Doesn't have to be pretty, it's gotta be cut so this big old vent can fit down in this bucket, and so your chrome bezel can fit down in your 3 bolt holes. So that's one downfall. There is cutting involved, but it doesn't have to be pretty, it just got to be able to fit. So I ran the 1 wire, it just loops from one headlight to the other. That does the halos, I reckon, or the computer, whatever. So on the back side I did 2 runs, 2 wires from this side, 2 wires from this side, and I had a ground for each side. So I'm gonna splice red to red, white to white, and then this one gets its switch power. So that's what's gonna switch. It's got the fuse on it, and that's gonna be what powers up your halo. So I'm gonna go ahead and start running my wires into the cab. So I got this run, that ran, got it loomed all the way down and inside the car. That's my bright light. So I just got it running inside the car. This is the next day because I watched the Super Bowl. Go freaking Bucks, let's go, man. Okay, so I got my underglow underneath the dash synced in with my halos that are on the headlights. So when my underglow is on underneath the dash, I know that my halos are running. Now you could do this with any different kind of switch, as long as it's switch power. It can't be hooked directly to key on. And this is my red wire, so this is my bright lights, and these Novas came factory with a bright light switch right here on the floorboard, and I don't have it because this is an aftermarket floor that I built. So I'm gonna go ahead and order that switch that goes on the floor, and then I can hook up my bright lights. But until then, I don't have bright lights, but they're still a hell of a lot better than a halogen. So 10 out of 10 recommend anybody doing that. It's really easy to wire up. If any questions, just hit me in the comments. So another awesome thing is thin wire. LEDs don't carry a lot of voltage, so you can use thin wire. You don't have to use like a 12 gauge wire or 14 gauge. You can use 16 or even higher than that. It since it's so low amperage, it doesn't need to have such a thick wire. So the wires on the lights are thin, so with the lights being thin wire, so you only have to go the thickness of that wire, and I think it's like 16, 18, something around there. It's real thin, like hair-like. So just a little heads up, on LEDs you do not have to run thick wire. So this is where a lot of confusion is. This is the app you need to download. iOS, Android, it's all the same thing. Once you download the app, open it up, hit the Bluetooth button. It's going to allow, if your lights are on, it's going to show up here. You're going to click on that. And then your world is your oyster, because there's so many colors on here and so many different ways you can go about it. I'm going to go ahead and hook mine up to it and show y'all a little display. So here's my lights. We go ahead and open up the app. They're doing some pretty crazy stuff right now. I think I got them on party mode. Bluetooth's got to be on. It says Bluetooth auto dimmer. So I'm gonna go ahead and click that. Turbo. And you're gonna click your link, and it does whatever you want. Oh, you gotta hit on. Turbo. Alright, so there we go. So I did have to hit a few things. That's the party mode. That looks like a party mode too. That's fading. That sets the mood right on Valentine's Day. This one's like a low light. Not really bright. Oh, and this little electric bolt makes it like shutter, like flash, which is pretty cool. It flashes different colors too. Oh, we got the red and blue strobes. Holy shit, we're definitely getting arrested. Great. Anyways, that's what I wanted to show you guys. If you like the content, make sure you like the video. I mean, I'm doing it for you guys, and 2 Jacks Fast is only growing. We're so close to hitting that 100 subscriber mark. So if you ain't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and smack that notification bell. So I'm excited to say we have a new member to the 2 Jacks Fast crew. Turbo! What's up, Turbo? Come here, Turbo. Look at this beast right here. Here's a Turbo. He's a little Turbo right now. He ain't much, but he's honest work. He's gonna be a big Turbo. He's a Pit and Catahoula mix. In perspective, we're on a shit road, right? Gonna get away from the lead, but I'm telling you, I rev and dump this thing. This car will bog now. It used to just spin them at 500 RPM had no problem. Watch this shit. You hear that bog? It's like they're already picking up rocks and throwing them at the tub.